Vibrant sun dogs as some of the gusts are tapering off just a pinch, but it's still gusting to over 30 miles per hour for some of the area. Your Luther Family Forward view showing that just glowing sun. And on the left and on the right, those are called the sun dogs. They kind of follow the sun wherever the sun goes. Peak winds today, how about this? 62 miles per hour in the Cheyenne and James River Valley, 63 and 66 for Cooperstown and Carrington, respectively. Late last night, the 10 o'clock hour, we were live on the air when they had a hurricane force gust of wind in Minot of 74 miles per hour. It was a very windy day in Fargo and in Grand Forks, both registering over 50 mile per hour gusts. Snowfall reports between a couple of inches in the South Fargo area reported today. Numerous reports of a good 4 inches today, but it gets real hard to measure snow when the wind picks up. Now, some new information on road reports. There is I-29 closed Grand Forks to the Canadian border. No travel advisory in northeast North Dakota in that Pembina to Cavalier area. And now a new no travel advisory issued for that new Rockford to Lakota area there along that and near the Highway 200 corridor. Your current conditions at Hector International, it's 5 degrees. Wind is at 18 miles per hour sustained. No gusts to report at the top of this hour. Wind chill 15 below zero. The radar fairly quiet as we notice the clear skies across the valley. The strongest of the winds still in the James River Valley, gusting to nearly 40 miles per hour. Now there is a core of very fast moving air that we call wind that's working its way up into Grand Forks and down into southeast North Dakota. Lakes country, we still have some gusts well over 20 miles per hour. So these gusts are going to continue and our rough and tumble visibilities are going to continue. Hallock a half of a mile. Basically the Highway 11 corridor from Badger and Greenbush all the way out towards Badette and the Moore Road area as well. Reduced visibilities there. And look at this as we go down into Lakes country, those winds kicking up some of that new fallen snow around the area. And we have 1 mile visibility for you in Crookston at this hour. Blizzard warning continues for Crookston and the northern tier as we head through the late night hours at 8 o'clock. That's set to expire winter weather advisories for us in the Southern Valley for the blowing snow and reduced visibility we have into Lakes country. Surround that by all of us in a wind chill advisory as we go through the overnight hours for this. See the 0 degree line here? The sub-zero air is on its way down. We're holding on most locations to 0 in Thief River Falls or just above elsewhere. Wind chills approaching 30 below zero where you see the charcoal colors there, and it's going to get even colder. Your hour-by-hour forecast, when does the wind die down? Well, let's address that first as we set things into motion. Where you see the green arrows, we'll have gusts between 25 and 35 miles per hour continuing. That'll keep the roads icy, the wind blowing, the visibility reduced, and overall it starts to die down once we approach the 10 o'clock hour. Still a few gusts in central Minnesota higher than that. The blue arrows mean 15 to 25 mile per hour winds and temperatures that will be below zero for all of us in the 10 o'clock hour, and we're on our way down. Factor in the winds, and the pink numbers here illustrate that first thing in the morning your bus riders are going to have to contend with, and you on your way to work. 30 to 45 degrees below for wind chill. That means cover all exposed skin. Any exposed skin can freeze in 5 minutes or so, as air temperatures will be 10 to 20 degrees below zero for many areas. Go through the day, sub-zero all day. Enough of a breeze from the northwest continuing at 5 to 15 miles per hour to keep it wind chilly all day as well, 20 to 30 below. Tomorrow night will be even colder. For Thursday morning, we have another first alert weather day for what could be for many of us the coldest day of the season. Air temperatures 30 to 40 degrees below. Check this out. We start out at around 16 below in Fargo. Northwest winds all day, enough to really have a bite on the earlobe. So do yourself a favor and cover your earlobes. Temperatures already by 10 o'clock tomorrow night approaching 20 below zero, and it don't take much wind to have dangerous wind chills. Thanks, Rhonda, for sharing this icy scene this morning in Walsh County. Sometimes ice scraping is no fun when you go to your window and see that. First alert weather day, 31 below zero. That would be the coldest day of the season in Fargo. After Punxsutawney Phil tells us what's up tomorrow morning, right? It's cold, but look at this. Better weather. Saturday, a light snow and 31. And then a cool down Sunday, but wow, next week starting off with 2 30-degree days in a row. Sounds like a couple of good outdoor days to me.
Has Phil ever decided just to stay in the hole because it's not worth it?
We wouldn't be able to find the door up here in North Dakota.
That's true. Up next, there's a huge soccer game slated for tomorrow in Minnesota, and the conditions will be as difficult as ever for all involved.